You talk about performance without a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
So, like, for instance, let's say you have no races. Let's say you have no classes, no nothing. There's no purpose in your life. You know, people need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There's no 5K. There's no I'm going to get into school to be this or that and still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's going to come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not going to be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose, that we're all looking for. But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL or going to college or whatever, but the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself.
If we think about young people in high school, maybe in college, what advice would you give to them about if they want to try to do something big in this world, they want to really have a big positive impact, what advice would you give them about their career, maybe about life in general?
Try to be useful. Do things that are useful to your fellow human beings, to the world. It's very hard to be useful. Very hard. Are you contributing more than you consume? Can you try to have a positive net contribution to society? I think that's the thing to aim for. Not to try to be sort of a leader for the sake of being a leader or whatever. A lot of time, the people you want as leaders are the people who don't want to be leaders. So, if you live a useful life, that is a good life. A life worth having lived.
Everyone wants success. Everyone wants greatness. But almost nobody wants the road that leads there. Because the road to greatness is rarely comfortable. It's lonely. It's exhausting. And most days, it feels unfair. People ask, why do it the hard way? But the real question is, why would you choose the easy way? If the easy way keeps you weak, the easy road gives comfort. The hard road builds character. And in the end, character is what carries you through life. There's something you must understand. The path of growth is often walked alone. Not because people hate you, not because you're better than them, but because the discipline required to grow is uncomfortable for most people. Friends disappear, distractions fall away, noise fades, and suddenly, it's just you and the work, and that silence. That silence is where transformation begins. Look at Bruce Wayne. He didn't become powerful because life was easy. He became powerful because he faced darkness. He trained in isolation, in silence, in discipline. The world only sees the hero, but the hero is built in the shadows. Every hour spent alone, every painful repetition, every moment where quitting would have been easier. The hard way is where legends are forged. Think about the mindset of Elon Musk, building rockets, electric cars, entire industries. That doesn't happen by choosing the easy route. It happens by choosing the necessary route. The hard problems, the long nights, the impossible challenges. Most people avoid difficult tasks, but builders run toward them, because the biggest rewards live behind the hardest problems. Here is the truth nobody likes to hear. Success is not built in moments. It is built in days. Days when you feel inspired. Days when you feel tired. Days when you feel nothing at all. You show up anyway. You write. You train. You study. You build. Because greatness is not a mood. It's a habit. One day, people will look at your life and say, "You're lucky." They will see the results, but they won't see the mornings you woke up early, the nights you worked alone, the years you chose discipline over comfort. They will see the mountain, but they won't see the climb. And that's okay, because the climb changed you. The hard way didn't just build success, it built you.